I told my ex's sterile affair partner to have her own daughter if she wants to share cheerleading with one. So my ex Daniel and I broke up last year after I caught him cheating with this woman Melissa, who's like 10 years older than us. The whole thing was messy because we have an 8-year-old daughter Grace together, and she was devastated when Daniel moved out. Grace has been doing competitive cheerleading since she was 5, and it's basically her whole world. She practices 4 times a week and competes every other weekend. After the divorce got finalized, Daniel started bringing Melissa around more when he had Grace on weekends. At first I didn't think much of it because Grace never really mentioned her. But then Grace started coming home from her dad's place talking about how Melissa used to be a cheerleader in high school and how she's been teaching her new stunts and routines. I was annoyed because hello, I'm the one who drives Grace to practice every week and sits through 3-hour competitions. I'm the one who spent $2,000 on her uniform and competition fees this year, but whatever. I figured it would blow over. Then last month, Grace came home super excited telling me that Melissa signed up to volunteer at her cheer gym as an assistant coach. I was pissed because nobody asked me about this, and I found out my daughter's new stepmom wannabe was basically inserting herself into the one activity that was supposed to be our thing. The worst part was Grace started comparing me to Melissa constantly, like Melissa this and Melissa that, how Melissa knows all these cool tricks from when she was on varsity 20 years ago, how Melissa bought her these expensive practice shorts, how Melissa said she could teach her a back handspring even though I've been telling Grace she needs to wait until her coach says she's ready. Last week was the breaking point. I went to pick Grace up from practice and saw Melissa in there literally coaching the girls while the actual coach was dealing with paperwork. She had Grace and 2 other girls practicing some pyramid formation that looked way too advanced for their level. I marched in there and told Grace we were leaving early. Melissa followed us out to the parking lot acting all concerned, asking if everything was okay. That's when she started going on about how she just wants to be involved in Grace's interests, and how cheerleading is such a special bonding activity. She even had the nerve to suggest we could alternate who takes Grace to competitions so she doesn't miss out on those memories. I completely lost it. I told her that if she wanted to share cheerleading memories with a daughter so badly, maybe she should go have her own kid instead of trying to steal mine. That's when she got all quiet, and Daniel, who was waiting in his car, got out looking mad. Turns out Melissa can't have kids. She's been trying for years with her ex-husband before Daniel, and found out she's basically sterile. Daniel started yelling at me about how cruel I was being and how I had no right to throw that in her face.